You build me up like building blocks just so you can break me down. You try to explain, but before you can start, those crybaby tears come out of the dark.
I wish I found some better sounds no one's ever heard. I wish I had a better voice that sang some better words. I wish I found some chords in an order that is new. I wish I didn't have to rhyme every time I sang.
Don't make me sad. You don't know the half of you.
I'm not a little kid now.
Daredevil Season 3 is created by Drew Goddard and tells the story of Matt Murdock coming back from the dead after the events of The Defender Season 1. Now that he is back trying to get his game back up, he discovered that Wilson Fisk is putting all the right pieces together to hopefully get him free and to get back his girlfriend, who he sent away to protect her. And now he's trying to get her back and trying to regain control of the city once again. Daredevil had to come back and stop him. And so Daredevil Season 3 had been highly anticipated, even by me. I love Season 1. It is honestly one of my favorite shows ever. And Season 2 of Daredevil is quite awesome. And the storyline with the Punisher and Elektra, I thought was really great. And so going into this season, knowing that some of these characters who I enjoyed in Season 2 won't be coming back, I felt really sad about it. But I am really excited to see this much deeper look into Daredevil's life. And not just his life only, but into his past and in his brain. Because the show basically explores Matt in every aspect of the way. Through his relationships, through his friends, through his family, including the priests who raised him and the people who took him in. You explore more about Matt here, and it makes you sympathize with him more as a character, because he is more flawed than he has ever been. He's more depressed in a way. He's more angry. He blames himself for everything, and I love how the show took its time to explore that side of Matt's life. I'm not gonna spoil what happens or anything, but what they did, I thought, was extremely bold and really something that I felt like was missing in some Netflix shows by Marvel, is a much deeper look that goes all the way through into the characters' hearts. And I love that aspect of Daredevil, is you get a look into not just Daredevil himself, Matt Murdock, played by Charlie Cox, who is excellent in this show. He was fantastic. He is Daredevil. But you also get a deeper look into characters like Karen Page and Foggy Nelson and Karen's boss and the people around them and their families. You see how Wilson Fisk is really affecting all these people in a negative way. And you feel like you're being connected to a city that's in peril because one man is basically putting the FBI into his place. He's putting all the pieces together and having it all fit into one how do I say it? It's one good plan. And I'm gonna talk about Wilson Fisk for a moment here now, because he is amazing in this show. The way they build him back up and the way they presented his character is exactly the same as in season 1, but you even get a deeper look into his side, and you get to see more on how he basically plans his moves, how he controls things, how he fools people into thinking that they're doing the right thing. And that aspect of Wilson Fisk, I genuinely love. And you could also see his point of view of some things. He believes he's doing what he was right, but really he's only doing it for himself. He wants everything to be put into place right, not just for the people, but mostly only, and really only for himself. He thinks that he is being confident and nice to people, thinking that he's helping. But really, and he knows it, that he's doing it for himself. He is the selfish one. And that to look into his mind and seeing the perspective of both Daredevil and Wilson Fisk come together, I thought it was woven together real well. And I genuinely love this relationship in every way possible. And I love how these characters interact with one another. Even though they don't share many scenes together, you still feel their connection to each other in every moment. And that is mostly due to good writing and good pacing. Because this is probably the best paced season of the Netflix universe of Marvel. And another character that this show explores and also introduced is what Bullseye. I almost forgot his name. I'm not too familiar with this character in the comics, but he is a really important character to Daredevil, and the way he's portrayed here, I loved Bullseye. He had a really interesting story arc. The actor who portrays him, I don't know who he is. I think it's I don't know who he's portrayed by. I suck with names, but whoever he is, he did a great job portraying this character, and not just the physicality, but mentally, he is really jacked in the head. And that is something that this show explores when it cuts back to that character at times. And you see why he's doing the things he's doing also, but it's not really because someone died, which someone did die in his life, but in a way, he sort of enjoys it. And you can see how he is also mentally unstable and sort of psychotic, and he really doesn't know what he is or what his purpose is. He's been trying to look for it all the time, but in the show, he really never got a chance to find it because Wilson Fisk played with him also. And that's basically what the show's about. How mentally stable are you? How far will you take these risks? How far would you push your boundaries? And it also pushes the boundaries of Matt's religious beliefs. And I thought it was all explored really well within these characters. And also the fight scene. Let's talk about the fight scene. They were great. My favorite would have to be the prison fight near the middle of the season, where Matt Murdock tried to interrogate someone and then he's attacked in a prison scene. I'm not going to spoil anything, but it is one of the best action sequences I have seen in any piece of entertainment ever. So, Daredevil Season 3 really sells in the action, in editing, but in writing, but it also sells with the characters and what they're going for. and who these people are and how much did this show explore them, including Karen Page, Wilson Fisk, and Matt Murdock. And I love some of the twists and turns that this show has to offer. I love how it develops these characters even further. And I highly recommend season 3 of Daredevil, and I'm going to give it an A. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please leave a like, subscribe, comment, and I will see you guys next time.